holy grail of mom stuff, which is art supplies. This was a problem pre-Pinterest because I had an issue hoarding art supplies like 15 years ago, but now that Pinterest has come along and like every little jot and tittle can become like a cute thing your kids can make, I can imagine it's even worse. What are your feelings on art supplies, Julie?
There's too much pressure. There's too much pressure for, yes, everything to have its little space.
Okay.
And then when it's cleanup time and you really don't have more than 5 minutes to oversee your children, and they're 5 and 2, you know, it just gets dumped into one bin. And so then you're spending the next time that you're going to do arts and crafts going through and sorting through, and sometimes half the markers don't even work, or stuff that's split in half, and then you start feeling shame and guilt because
art supply shame.
Yes,
it's a real thing.
It is. It's diagnosed. So then you're thinking, oh, if only I had this and this and this to make it more beautiful, then my life would be so fulfilling. And it's not helping you, it's not helping your kids because it's just in one big spot.
Right.
Glitter pens or glitter glue. Oh my gosh. I tried to be the free spirit mom. Go have fun with your glitter glue. But it ends up like half the tubes don't have caps on them and they're drying out. And then the other half, like you have to squeeze so hard to get them out.
Mom's doing the art supply alone.
I'm doing it, yes, pretty much. But I don't want to get rid of them because the kids love the glitter glue, but it's not really serving the purpose.
Right.
And it's consumable, so I think you go through it quicker than obviously your toys. So you have to stay on top of what's being used, what's done, what you need to replace. And so that is the cycle.
It's like a part-time job.
Yeah, right. You're an art teacher.
I had a problem with, and I didn't know until a friend pointed it out. So we had a closet under our stairs, and I had a shoe rack that had the pockets that you can put shoes, and that was my wonderful art supply area. I saved everything. Like one was for bottle caps of like bottled water. One was for straws. One was for clothespins. I had everything. And my friend came over. It's so good to have an organizing friend in your life because sometimes she can like look at you and be like, you're an idiot. Why are you keeping all of this? And she looked at me and she was like, are you an art teacher? Like, why do you have all of this? Or do you really do this elaborate? And the truth was I never really did. I always gave that stuff as an option, but my boys just wanted to like color and cut and glue.
Right.
That was kind of the extent. And if not, they wanted to use the box that came in the mail that day or the cereal box that was in the trash. Like, we never really took full advantage of all the organizing that I had tried to do and all of the little like collections that I tried to keep over the years, and I threw them all out that day, and we never missed it. We just had our markers, our crayons, and not too many. Like if you have a big thing of crayons, it's just overwhelming. Like have a good 12 crayons. Have a good 64 crayons if you must, because I love a 64 crayon pack. There's nothing better.
Sharpener.
But like then just give yourself permission every 6 weeks to get a new one and throw the old ones away or make melted crayons out of that and let that be your thing. But I'm doing it. It's not the kids saying, Mom, we need more supplies. It's always me because I love art supplies to collect more and more and more. But all it does is make me have another part-time job because then I think it has to be organized. And then at the end of the day, I have to organize it again. So the question is, can I get away with less? Can we have less supplies? And isn't it, we're trying to teach our kids to be creative.
Right.
So isn't it better to be like, okay, forage the house.
Yes.
Come back in 20 minutes. Search under the couch cushions.
Right.
And then they'll come up with some great things to make.
Yes.
Probably most people aren't as bad as me with like collecting every little piece of plastic. It really was bad.
No, I totally agree about the art teacher piece because I was an elementary teacher and we did do a lot of creative projects and we did keep all the twist ties and all the bottle caps and things like that. But that also means you have to have something in place to execute those supplies. You need to have some sort of guided lesson or, like today we're going to use this. And so I guess if you like put a basket out with some of those things and said, hey, create something, then it's in front of them. But they might not naturally just think, I'm going to make a bottle cap mosaic today.
Right.
Out of my parents use bottle caps. So I don't think a lot of parents go to that step of having lessons in place, you know, and now they're art teacher and, you know, elementary teacher or whatever. So I think that's a good point. What is it that we're keeping for us and what do we really have for them?
Yeah. Maybe you just need to buy yourself some glitter pins, Julie.
I think so.
I'm going to get her some
for
glitter
me.
pins.
And the adult
Because you're the one that likes them.
It's true.
Some mom, adult
Yes.
glitter pins.
And I hate glitter. Oh, I hate glitter. And yet I have a bin of glitter for the kids. Why do I do that
Give it to
myself?
a teacher. Yeah, you don't need it here. You don't
No.
have to have it. You're teaching them to be creative. Like, that's one way to teach them to be creative, but that's not the only way. Like, there are so many less messy ways or ways they can do outside if glitter makes you a crazy person.
Right. Then get rid of it.
Mark that off the list.